Welcome back to the channel, guys. Ed from Kansas City. Axe here, guys. We got a lot to cover on this video. We're going to be looking at several things on the account. We're going to be tempering some pieces for astrolites. We're going to do some of that. We'll have some breakfast at the same time. So, what I'm going to be doing, guys, I'm going to be looking at the we're going to get into the tempering right quick. Now, I could speed this up, honestly, right? We're going to be tempering this 1%, guys. Everything is going to be 1%. I'm talking about the base that you can use to try to temper your piece. And so sit back and relax, because it's going to be a while. Look at that, guys. We got 13% already. I probably should have ate breakfast before I start this video, but I'm on a time constraint, guys, so I'm multitasking. You can consider making a YouTube video and eating breakfast multitasking for me. It's Monday. I'm off work today. I spent my entire weekend on Lord's Mobile, and I spent my money on Lord's Mobile. What's up, kitty catty? Cat wants some of my fat. He ain't getting any. I'm telling you, keep it on his table food. It's raining outside. It's Monday, September the 1st, guys. So what you're looking at here, you're looking at me using the materials that I got in the seasonal sale 3, 2, and 1 pack. So we had 21,000 of the Astrolite surprise chests in each particular category. So that's what you're looking at right now. So all of those cottage war things are a result of that. The cane is a pretty good piece, guys. I use that for my infantry. Now, here's the deal, guys. You guys know the video I just did with my, I just recently did a video a day ago, setting up my battalions, setting up my gear, setting up my jewels and things like that. Now, this I will say, that the people who helped me set that up, those dudes are fantastic. They are amazing. Their knowledge in the game of Large Mobile, as far as rallying and gear and comps and phalanxes, jewel setting, and just the entire spectrum of Large Mobile, their knowledge of the game is superior to mine. They're way different. They're way on a different level than me. But I'm going to make some changes in here, particularly those blight rings. I just can't see it. I'd rather use the champ pieces than blight ring. And I really want to analyze the difference between what the account was prior to them making all the gear and jewel changes. I want to really let myself absorb what they did or what we did, and I want to look at that, guys. We got another one in there. Look at that. All this is just at 1% rate, guys. So you can definitely hit it out the park with 1%, guys. A lot of times for me, when that number gets low, like it is now, of the amount we have left, it's like I don't get lucky at that point. But what I was saying was, their knowledge is greater than mine. But I made some changes. I made some changes, and um, I made some changes back to some things, and this will give me an opportunity to actually compare. I mean, I really do need to compare it, man, because uh, even though I acknowledge that their expertise and knowledge of the game and all that is much better than mine, I still want to take a look at it. Well, we got one right there. That's cool. I still want to take a look at the changes that they did and or we did together, and then I want to take a look at the changes that I did after that, which was those blight rings. I just really can't see using those blight rings. It's just, if I didn't have champ accessories, I would think the blight rings would be great. Ramen was telling me to trust him, and you know, like I said, the changes were different. The changes were different. They were the changes were different. Um, as far as, I mean, it's really different all across the board, and I think a lot of it I just don't understand. I think that's just part of it, but um, we're gonna do a comparison. We'll do a comparison of what what about those changes. We'll do a comparison. Eating breakfast during the stream, guys. I've done it all. Yes, I am eating pork. Bacon. It could be turkey bacon. I don't think it's turkey though. I think it's pork. I just gotta know. Here's the deal too, guys. I was expecting some really different stats after I did all of this because of the tempering. But I guess it's about which pieces you do temper and not just tempering pieces in general, right? But with the tempering, I should have seen some really better stats, and I didn't, and you know. But we're going to temper them, and then you're going to see me change a few pieces and compare them, and therefore we'll be able to figure out what's the actual best stats for my account. I will say there's one piece. There's one piece that I actually was just the prior piece with the cottage roar, and I really wanted to change my infantry offhand. I wanted to temper my infantry offhand and did not. And something told me while I was tempering it to check and see what else uses the cottage roar before I temper that piece. And I tempered it, and I realized the offhand infantry piece was probably a better piece to do, obviously. So there you have that. Some pieces. This is the piece I actually, that lantern. I actually wanted to do this lantern. To be honest, I really had preferred to do the lantern because I really do use it, mainly for infantry, but I didn't. So I really probably should have used it over this piece here, which just give infantry HP, but I only use the lantern for infantry anyway, right? So here I'll swing back around and try to get something out of it, and it ain't gonna happen. It's a good try though. Now, I'm not a big fan of the gloves, the mitts, but they do carry a hefty HP, and a lot of people use them. A lot of people use them. So pound for pound, they're alright. They are a really great piece. Now, this is another one of the things I was looking at. Not necessarily the lamp, but we're gonna do the mitts. We're gonna do the mitts. We got a lot of, and out of all of this, guys, I think we're just gonna get one tipper out of that, which kind of sucks, but I think we got one. I could actually speed this part up for you guys, because I think on this one we kind of like really failed. So let me see. Okay, right here we got one, guys. That's gonna be the only one we got out of that 3,800 plus that we had. That was it. That's also it for breakfast. That's my snack for breakfast. So that's it there. Alright, so I'll speed this up now and get this one over with, because we're not gonna get anywhere with that. It is a good piece for as far as Army HP. So as you can see, we got nowhere with that at all. This piece here, I'm looking to. It's a nice piece if you don't have the faith, the champion faith. But if you got the champion faith, getting the book is a waste. This one here, guys, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get one out of this or not either. Can't remember. But I don't know if we're gonna get one out of it or not. Not sure. I can actually check for you guys right quick. Let me check. I don't think we're gonna get one out of that. We might get that to 14. I'm not sure, man. We might get this to 14. Of course, the goal was to temper all of this to level 15, and and it was great. I believe that the astrolite surprise chest that you get with that seasonal sale pack, you do get a lot of astrolites to be able to temper your gear. But the 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 tempering is going to be based off the rate that you're going to do. So I think doing 1% for me, I do have a lot of success out of it, as you guys will see here. There's 13 right there. So I pretty much stick with 1% for tempering. And look at that, 14% right there. We have 24 left, guys. It takes 8, almost 9,000 to make that temper to 15. We had 24 left. But it ain't gonna budge, I don't think. But it's good to have gotten it up to where it's at now. I mean, you're almost using 100 astrolites per chance. That would have been really nice to get that to 15, man. Honestly. Normally when I get to like 10 tries or less, it's like it won't be a successful chance. So yeah, so much for that. Now, the Book of the Dead, like I was saying, that one, I just don't think it's worth tempering because I don't really use it for anything. Because of the champion faith. So even when I got my Calvary gear on, using the Book of the Dead, it just doesn't outperform champion faith. It just doesn't. This one here, this was another one I can speed through because it's not going to do anything. So yeah, this one it just chose to be very stubborn, guys. And as you can see, it takes 6,500 just to temper it to 13, and it wouldn't budge. So definitely, you know, something was going on there. I had a few left, so I figured I'd give this a shot, but I don't remember if it actually budged or not. We might get one out of it. I mean, you expect to get one out of it when you're doing 1% and only using 2 astrolites per thing. So there's a likelihood to getting one out of it, and that's cool because that can be used for my gear set, for my Calvary set once it's completely maxed out, something like that, or tempered all the way up. Other than that, right now it's like just a backup piece. It's just a piece in the background. It's not gonna do much. All right, we didn't get any, huh? Got none out of there, guys. All right, so next one. There, I'm back to there, but we got plenty. Necrosis. Even, yeah, I just, what do you guys think about that piece there? I just don't see it doing the, I don't see it doing the effects that the champion faith does. So I could temper it, but you know, there's the champion faith. I mean, there's the Book of the Dead there, and there is the champion faith there. Army attack makes it 35-35. And then the Army HP is 35 itself. So we got compared to 35 and just the infantry HP. It doesn't have cavalry HP. It is a cavalry infantry piece, so it could be used for, if it's a cavalry infantry, it could be used for 424, right? 424 piece. But the Champion Faith is a cavalry infantry piece, so it can't even. It just doesn't serve any purpose. As you can see the difference right there. It lacks the Army attack, the Army HP. I can take that out and put a infantry jewel in there, and we can see a difference. So I think you guys tell me something. Who are the middlemen? What are the well-known middlemen, the mediators that people are using to exchange and buy and sell accounts? What are some of those known ones, man, that people are using? I mean, everybody knows that people are using, they're buying, accounts. But what are the trustworthy ones? What are the reliable ones? This is like a black market or something. I don't know why they call it black market. I get that one. What's the other one? A white market? It's like, it makes no sense, man. Alright. So we didn't have infantry pieces there. But we will we'll have some infantry pieces in a second, because I'm gonna take some of those infantry jewels out of some of these other pieces that we changed, and I don't necessarily know if that's a big mistake or not. But like, for example, if I'm using a piece mainly for range, or if I'm using it for range, I don't understand the logic of putting a cavalry piece in there, or infantry piece in there. Infantry jewels is what I mean, guys. If I got a gear set and it's for infantry, say for instance a 208 cavalry. I got a cavalry set. Why would I put infantry jewels in my cavalry blast? I don't get that, man. I mean, I know there's logic in there, because it, depending on if they have a lot of cav or your cavalry in their march, and you're sending a 208 or cavalry blast, you want to strengthen your front line a little bit. I get that logic somewhat. Here's another piece here, guys, I think can be effective and used for something. It's an infantry cavalry piece. And so that one's, the Gargantua is pure cavalry, but the Tacit is pure infantry and cavalry, right? That's range. This one's infantry and cavalry, and it has Army HP. Maxed out is 22.4. So in my understanding, this, put the jewels in there. It has a cavalry in there already, but put an infantry jewel in there and a couple of other things, and you get this thing at an 87 infantry, because I think it has a cavalry jewel in it right now. As we can see, it has a cavalry jewel in it right now. So it can be strengthened as an infantry piece, and it can be upgraded, updated. It can be tempered, and we have a lot of tempers to temper it with. So it's like, in comparison to, I'm just trying to figure out where it could be used at. A lot of the gear you see and a lot of the arrangements that you see, the decorations that you see on the gear, is what we all set up a day and a half ago. And in this video, I'm going to be making changes to that based off my preference and my limited knowledge compared to theirs, my lack of knowledge compared to those. But I think this piece could have had a much more potential, as you can see right there. Put an infantry piece in there and it goes from 47 to 67, just like the cavalry. And it has army max HP of 15% army defense. So I felt like it can be of some use as for something. Definitely maybe not infantry, of course. It can't go against the champion. It can go. I think it can go against not the champion boots, but it can have a particular place for it. So, MOP1 Guild Fest, guys. They killed it. Congratulations, guys. They have a minimum Guild Fest requirement of 2,800. That is outrageous. That's crazy. It's a lot. I think ours in the guild I'm in AG, our minimum Guild Fest requirement is only, I want to say 2,000 is what I'm thinking. Alright, so we're looking at this piece here. I do not know why we used it. We used it for our range set. I gave up on it. I ceased building it up because I said it doesn't compete with the champion piece. It's at Astrolite 12. The champion plate is at Astrolite 7, but you get far more army HP with it in comparison to the its range in the infantry. If I took and that's what I'm doing right now, I'm comparing the two. Which is the better piece to go with? This is range with range HP of 45. I'm looking at the jewels in here. You got a range jewel, you got a range HP jewel, and you have a rim piece, a jade rim piece in there. And there's the comparison there. So you also get some army defense with the champion plate. So I'm thinking like, okay, it's only down, the champion plate is only missing 14%, 14.4% range attack. So if I took out one of those jewels, let's say if I took out the champion jewel, which gave you some HP, and I put in another jewel. First I want to see what jewels are in there again. Like I said, the other plate is it's Astrolite 12, whereas the champion plate is 7. And the champion plate, of course, is harder to temper, or can be. Depends on how you do it. So there's the jewels in their infantry range and the champion jewel. if I put another range, if I put another range jewel in there for say 10% or something like that, that could help out quite a bit. And like I said, I only use that. I'm only using the champion lamp for infantry blast. Not even infantry blast. I don't even use infantry blast. It's for something else. As you can see, I'm using it for range. There it is, range blast. I'm tripping. I'm using it for range blast. So I'm using it for range blast. Oh, okay. We were talking about the champion plate. Now we're talking about the lamp. So we kind of moved on. Here's another piece I struggle with as far as using, because I stopped working on it as well. It's a cavalry piece, but I just learned a couple of hours ago that boomerang, it is more superior than the dragon fist once you get the boomerang tempered. It's a much better piece. But if it's not tempered,
pillows, that's what making that noise.
huh?
Pillows.
Oh, pillows. Okay, I got you. But once you get the boomerang tempered up, it's a much better piece. Much better piece. So, like I said, there's pieces in here that I'm really conflicted over. I mean, like, even in the making of the video, if you guys haven't watched the setting up the battalion video that I did a day and a half ago or so, you can check it out and see all the changes that I made. And now I'm back with this video, kind of taking off a few of them, not a lot, but just a few of them. Just a few changes back to the pieces I preferred. Nothing serious. So at this point I was going to check stats right quick, but then I'm going to start doing some more tempering, guys. That's the range pieces right there, range set, which I think a champion piece could be better suited for. That's not range, I'm sorry, that's cavalry. That cavalry set, I think the champion piece could be better suited for that place. Look, you see it has 17% army attack, which takes that cavalry attack up. Even though that piece has 65% cavalry, it will be a better piece once it's tempered. But right there, this piece just doesn't really compare at all. That champion, that Book of the Dead is really a joke, guys. It's pretty. It's a new piece, but it's really deceiving. It's not a workable piece. So to me, I think that the Valor is a better piece to use for now rather than the Rowdy, just because the Valor is not tempered. So we're back at the Boomerang again that we have in there that we jeweled. I don't like it because I think that this piece is better. Like I said, if we take out the champion jewel, put in say a put in something that different, we can sacrifice a little army HP and move up the cavalry attack a little better. See, we have a cavalry jewel and then we have a cavalry HP in that. But if I can put, like, say if I can put She wants to kiss me outside the camera. You're looking great, man. I needed that on my lips too, guys. Needed it on my lips. Anyway, so that one has a champion, infantry, and cavalry. If I was to put a J rim piece in there, is that the one? I think that's range, right? But if I was to put whatever is also in the boomerang, if I put it in the fist, then it would solve the lack that we have in cavalry right there. What happened? Damn cat. And put something in his mouth, ate something he wasn't supposed to be eating. Let's see now. Can't understand it. Anyway. Alright, so here's what I want to do. I want to put a probably gargantua jewel in here and show you guys what I'm talking about. I'll take out some HP, take the champion jewel piece out. Oh, I took the infantry piece out. Is that what I just did? That I didn't even think should be in there, right? Let me rewind that and see what happened, guys. Did I just go back too far? I just might have just went too far, guys. Okay, so there it is right there. It has an infantry piece in it, right? So I don't get that. I don't understand why it has an infantry piece in it. So I should be putting something in it, like something besides an infantry piece in there. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like maybe a gargantua jewel or something would really set it off, to be honest. So that's what I mean by I'd rather put a, you see, because we got one gargantua jewel right there, and if I take that infantry out of there, I don't know why it's in there, but if we put that gargantua jewel in there, we could have put a gargantua jewel in there. Yeah, that's what we did. Yeah. So now we have more cavalry, and we still have a significant amount of army HP compared to the cavalry HP that's in there. So it's a better piece right now, with the boomerang not being maxed out or tempered. When the boomerang is further tempered, which we're gonna temper it, we're gonna try to get it up. We're gonna go ahead and try to get it up because I see now it is a better piece. But if it's not tempered, it's not gonna be a better piece. So the boomerang definitely holds its own. It's a better piece. It's a better cavalry piece if you don't have, I guess, a champion piece to go there. Hell of a way to spend my weekend, man. I'm not pleased at all, guys. This is like the Branson vacation that I recently did for our birthday. Me and my wife, we did the Branson. We did like 5 days. We took off. I think we took off. I went to work Thursday, and we left Thursday. Got to Branson Thursday, and we had Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then came back. We stayed there Monday, and we left Tuesday. So we had all the way through Tuesday, so it was like 5 days. And yeah, so this piece here, though, compared to the champion faith, I disagree that it, here's the champion face. It's a range piece, but it has an infantry jewel in it. This is what I mean by I obviously must not understand jeweling, guys. So we only use this for a range set, right? We use it for range, and I don't know what else we use it for. But I figure, okay, even if I put in there, and we got I could put in there take this infantry out and put something else in there. Like, it's for range. Let's put in something like, something like that. Now it's positive range. It's only down 4%. I could take out also that champion piece and put in that range, other range, 10%. I could take out that champion piece and put in another range piece, like let's see here. I took that range piece out, the champion. If I took that champion jewel out, I could put in the, say, I could put in the RI assault, Rally Lead assault jewel. Took that I have as gold. I could put that in there, and that's a 10% additional range. And I think that is what I will do. Take the champion jewel out. It has HP as it is, so I could take something like that out of there, and I can put in there that piece there. Then that makes it that makes that piece, it gives it an army HP of 41 and a range attack of 105.6 if I do that like that. So we set it up to be completely all range. All range. And by taking out, like we said, we took out the 20% infantry jewel that was in there, and we put in a rally lead jewel in there, assault jewel, and that makes it where it's you get a 5% infantry in there, and yeah, I think that is just better overall, man. So on this piece here, I think what we're going to end up getting is we're going to get something. We're going to get a lot out of this, guys. I think we'll get a lot out of this. Like I said, it's definitely it's a better piece than the champion fist once you get it upgraded. So, I think once you get it, once this piece is like, if you can get this, if I can get this piece maxed out, it'll be a much better piece than the fist, hands down. It's crazy, man. You know, you say you're not gonna spend on large mobile, but it just doesn't happen, bro. If you're playing the game and you study updating, I can't see myself honestly playing this game and not updating. because there's so much to update. But it's what, to me, it's like, what do I update? What it's like, what I update, you know? So oh man. Let me go in here. You guys do know that Chaos Arena is popping off now. And that's going to be a good opportunity for me to get some more practice. That is a lot. I'll go ahead and speed this part up. We will get some out of it, as you guys are going to see. All right. So there's number 9 right there, guys. We got 15 left, but that's all we're going to get out of it. So I'll go ahead and go to the next one. So that did it. That wasn't too bad. But even with those stats, I think they're still only slightly better than the last ones, in the fists. So you can see it did up the increase on the cavalry attack and made the fists a little different than what we first had it at. Just page and mix up whatever. Alright guys, where were we at? Book of the day at home. Drinking some chocolate milk, guys. Chocolate. Yeah, that was a good one. Let's move this out the way. Right there, maybe. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you left it at the store. So I don't know, man. So I'm really seeing if I need to temper that, is what I'm looking at. We're gonna look at the stats in a minute as well. The Book of the Dead, as far as Calvary, does not compete with the Rowdy. The Rowdy's not even tempered. It's just mythic. I think that's the original gear that I had at first for Calvary or something. I don't know. Anyway, my deal this is Calvary in Chaos Arena, but they chose a different arena than I did. But I don't know if I can go to that one afterwards. I either have to come back to my original place. I've never alternated arenas. Oh man, so much I don't know about this game. So what I'm doing, I'm just comparing what piece actually gives the better stats compared to the pieces that I have in there. Yeah, man. Yeah. Lengthy process, man. Time consuming. The entire game is time consuming. I ain't been in the gym in over a week, man. So much going on. It's crazy. So much going on. So much going on. I don't know how many heroes you get down there, but I can use those. But I use my artifacts the day before. I didn't think of that. I am saving my lucky tokens for when the next Terra seed comes into the Liberator, so that I can upgrade that piece, the shield piece or whatever it's called. Oh man, I wanted to see I needed to see if something was open today. It's a holiday, guys. Don't know which one it is, but it's a holiday. Yeah, they're closed today. Oh, well, so much for that. Yeah, so much for that. Alright guys, so we're wrapping it up. We're almost done here. Alright, so yeah, let's look at this, guys. Alright, so they got the Chaos Arena going on, and I know that BGF Muhammad wanted to teach me phalanxes and comps and things like that, so this is the prime time that we wanted to get together and learn some things. How much time we got left here, guys? And I'm still gonna change up some things, so there's plenty of time left, because there's still a lot of things I want to do and get right. We still haven't even begun to touch that 055 that has those blight rings in it, and to me they just don't make sense to me. They gotta go. It's like as limited as my knowledge is of gear and the importance of having certain gear for certain offenses or defenses, as well as the jewels in there and things like that. Those blight rings just don't sit great with me at all, and I don't even see any Titan accounts using those. It's like trap accounts use those, so I don't know why Dexter would put those in there, or Raymond. I think Raymond might have done that, not Dexter. But I just don't. I think one person messaged me in one of the comments. He said they're a cheap person's gear or something like that. He said poor person's gear. I don't think they're the best suited for my account. So I'm trying to do this video and also do some Dragon Arena at the same time. That's what I mean by this game can take over your life, man. Another piece I had to come to terms with was or will be this one right here, Coronet, because I was accustomed to using the Beast Hymn, but I think I learned as I studied it this morning, I think I realized that the Coronet is better. Both of them are tempered to level 8, but now here this one doesn't have any jewels in it, so I'm gonna set some jewels in it to give it its true comparison against the Coronet. So I'm gonna put some jewels in it so we can actually see how it lines up and stacks up. We'll put the exact same jewels in it as we have in this Rimborn Coronet. Huh? I think this is the video has like 40 minutes. Let me see. 30, 40, 35. Yeah, exactly. What you got? All right. Guess what? Pain. All right. Just gotta go to Belton. Tell Ed to take it to Belton. You gotta take my car or yours? Huh? Okay, guys. All right, so here we go. This is another piece. I think we already changed this one, right? Well, here's another piece that's range. We use it mainly for range, exclusively really for range, and it has an infantry jewel piece in it. Again, I don't get it. I don't get it. It's beyond my level of comprehension. You know, it's over my head in a sense. So I have so much to learn about this game that I just have not yet had the experience with being with players who use those things for those reasons. There's another piece, the rim rod, that I'm not a fan of at all. So it's going to be several pieces that I will take out of there. Now comparing this piece right here, which is a range piece, to the Skull Crusher that I was using, and it honestly seems like, if you ask me, that it has an infantry jewel in it, which I don't know why. It has an infantry jewel in it, which I don't know why. How come the J-Ram has it doesn't have an infantry jewel in it, it just has a range, a rim jewel, and a grim jewel, whereas the Skull Crusher has an infantry jewel in it. It has but I changed it, and it's still down. I changed it back to the Skull Crusher because the Skull Crusher has I changed it back, put that champion jewel in it, put the rim in it, and it seems like it's a better piece. As you can see right there. So if I put a rim jewel in it instead of what was just in it, then it's better than the other piece. Alright, so I look at it now, and when you add the army attack that you get 34%, now you have far more range attack with this piece than you do with the J rim. But that's not to say that if I temper the J rim up to, say, if I temper the J rim, it has the ability to go up to range 56. Right now it's at range 36.5. It can go up to 56. And the range HP can go up to 39. And right now it's at 25.5. So basically you could add, it's at 66.5 now. You could add, I have to see, let me see here. It can go up basically. You can go up an additional 20. You can go up 20 points. So if it goes up 20 points, you still wouldn't have as much HP, army HP, as the Skull Crusher. Still be like 14% behind on army HP. Maybe a couple of points difference the Skull Crusher would be because of the army attack. Here's another piece, guys. I feel like he has a place somewhere. I think my boy Knight is about to pull off some stunts, some rallies. This piece here just needs to take those jewels out of it. I just don't. It's not superior to the champion piece, even with level 12 temper. So take it out. What was that piece I left in there? So I want to put those in here to see how it actually stacks up. And then we'll put in the final piece, the rim. So now we can get a comparison of that versus the rim. Range is still down 4%. Army HP is 12.7. So that's extremely close. The other one also has range defense 34%. So it looks like the J rim, it looks like it's the way to go. It really does. They both have identical jewels in them. And the J and the coronet has 4.25% more range attack, and it's going to have 34% more range defense. But there is that army HP there that the Bumble Him has. So what do we think about that? What do you guys think about that? Which is better as a range piece? Because we can't use it as a cavalry piece, but we can also use it as a 055 piece. It can be used as a 055 piece, but for 055, let me see what piece that is. Hold on. 055. It can be used as. It just lacks a lot of the, compared to the champion piece, it lacks a lot of the HP. But it's not a bad piece. Maybe in just a pure 055, where you just got cavalry and range stats, period, in general, no more other stats, it would probably be a great piece. So that's what I'm saying, guys, trying to figure it out.